Tommaso Della Longa is from the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies. Tommaso, welcome back. Good to see you. What are your teams telling you about the situation in particular in Indonesia?
Thank you very much, Jamie, for having me today. Well, the situation is still very complicated. The flooding, the extension of the flooding is huge. Landslides also have affected Indonesia as well, other part of the region. There are severe infrastructural damages, so even access to all the areas is still a challenge. Of course, we are still in the phase of the search and rescue and also bringing first aid, health, food, water, all the basic items that people need to survive.
Looking on, the international community obviously horrified and saddened by what's happened. I wonder, what can the international community do to help?
Well, first and foremost, support the emergency response, but I would say also the recovery for the weeks and months to come. Here we are looking at a region, not only one country or one part of a country. I'm talking about Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Thailand, that will need the help of the international community for the months to come. And also, I think it's a good reminder of the need of improving framework policies, even in an area of the world that is very well placed, for instance, for early warning, a natural-based solution, and so on, is in the front line of the climate change. There is a need of strengthen all the different policies and systems to make sure that the next disaster, less people will be badly affected.
I wonder what the most pressing needs are in the coming hours.
Well, surely, again, a search and rescue, shelter, so people need to be evacuated, but needs also to have some kind of safety. And then basically all the basic items, which is food, water, and items for houses. And we don't have to forget mental health and psychological support, which is very, very important in the first, to work on it since the first hours after a disaster.
Just how challenging is it to reach those remote communities? I mean, it's clear from the pictures we're seeing that the roads, the railways are underwater.
Extremely challenging. You have to think about, just to give you an example, Sri Lanka, but it could also work for Indonesia. In Sri Lanka, it's one of the worst disaster, in the recent past. We're talking about remote communities that still are almost unreachable, and the more the time will go ahead, the more needs will grow, because we'll have a clearer picture of these remote areas. So it's extremely challenging, and I think that what really saved life, as always, I must admit, is the fact that we're stocks prepositioned and volunteers, across the Crescent volunteers have already trained part of the community who immediately react after the flooding, but still we don't have a clear picture of the needs on the ground.